don't do that. I'll take a few questions. I hoped I'd answered all of them, but I'm sure you'll get to the ones that are more important to you. So anyway, welcome back, and appreciate you being here.
Bill, I'm curious about the staff that you're collecting right now. The recruiting period opened on Sunday. I would imagine that you've had a plan in place and that you're probably hitting the ground running, at least in your mind. Can you give us a sense for your staff, how quickly you hope to collect them, and can you give us any sense for what that might comprise?
Well, you know, I appreciate it. You misrepresented, you know, where I am at this particular point in time. I made this decision Sunday evening. That's yesterday. Okay, so no, I don't have all these plans in place. You know, my plan and my approach was I needed to find out if this was going to work, if I needed to do this, and that's where my focus has been for the last, whatever it is, week or so. Okay, now I'm going to do that as soon as this room clears out. Then I'm going to go over there and I'm going to sit down, and then later today and tomorrow and the next day I'll have the answers to those questions. I'll be more than happy to give them to you when that time comes.
Bill, you predicted that somebody would ask, why the devil are you doing this? So I'll go for it. Why the devil are you doing this?
For exactly the reason that, you know, my family wanted me to do it. Number two, and not, you know, that one is a preferential deal over the other. I think they all fit in the same category. Secondly, is the Kansas State family is in flux right now, and I want to be able to help. I want to be able to smooth the waters, and I think that by taking this step, you know, that might be the thing that initially allows that to happen. To allow the family, again, you know, which encompasses everyone that's involved with K-State in any particular way, to have a greater degree of comfort levels to come together and to smooth the waters. You know, I think those are probably, and you know, it's family and family, you know, that are the primary reasons. I had to ask, I mentioned this a minute ago, I had to ask Doug, you know, do I really, you know, do I want to be able to put in the time? Do I want to have the passion for it? You know, that had to be a part of the equation as well. And I wouldn't do it if I didn't have that. But, you know, family and family is what made the decision for me.
Bill, when was, geez, let's see, wow, okay. When were you first presented with this opportunity?
Well, what did I say, a week or so ago? It was maybe the Thursday after the University of Kansas game. It was 2 or 3 days after Ron had been released.
And you just told him that you'd take your time, you didn't want to wait until the season's over to give him a decision, or what was the thought process there?
Well, as I indicated, you know, I couldn't make a decision then. I was not when we met. I wasn't there. I didn't go there with the thought that someone was going to ask me to return.
Right.
You know, I was there thinking that you know, maybe they wanted some advice on, you know, what direction they should go as far as a new coach, and I was asked if I would take the position, and so there is a lot that has to go into this. I mean, it's not. I haven't sat around for 3 years thinking about coming back as a head coach at Kansas State University. So it was important to me that all the things that I mentioned, you know, I'd have to think about it, number one, and then I would have to do not only just my introspection on it. I'd have to find out, because I wasn't going to make that mistake again. I needed to know that my family, I want to know what they felt about it. And I wanted to know what the K-State family, you know, what was happening with them as well. And I needed to get, there's just so many things that had to take place before I could ever do that. Yeah.
Bill, you mentioned, over here, you mentioned that your resignation was a mistake. How long did it take you to come to that realization?
Well, after I got the response from my family. I don't know how, how quickly that took place, but it was one of those. I made a quick decision, and I'm not prone to quick decisions. I mean, that's why we get delay game penalties all the time, right? You can count on that again. We're going to get more of those. But the one that I made 3 years ago wasn't the best thought out. I didn't follow my protocol in doing that. And I realized afterwards, I thought I was doing it for my family, and that's not really what they were happy either way, whatever I would do, but they were kind of saddened by it, and that left an indelible imprint on my heart.